What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Avengers news update. Now, E3 has obviously been very busy this year. For LEGO Marvel Avengers, we've had so much really cool information, and do not worry, I have a video coming for that, but I decided to cut this video into one. I didn't want to make multiple videos for all the news that came out. I wanted to wait till the end of E3 just to make a video. But I felt that the one I was doing, I didn't want it to go too far out. I didn't want it to be like half an hour long or anything like that. So I decided to just cut this one down just to make a quick screenshot video, because these screenshots are pretty cool. While they don't really show anything new, they're still cool. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, of course, this is just a quick one, but here we can see the Jatari Leviathan from the Avengers. Now, this is, of course, the very iconic scene from the Avengers where we see Iron Man, he's like, I'm bringing the party to you, and then Bruce is like, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. And then he punches the Jatari Leviathan and, Tony shoots the missile. It's amazing. It's such an iconic scene and I love it. And just to see this thing in LEGO form, what I love about it as well is, you see certain LEGO sets with some things, and I'm not talking about the games, I'm talking about the actual LEGO sets, because the games are always dead on. But sometimes certain LEGO sets, I look at something, I'm like, yeah, that looks like it, but it's kind of off. And this right here, soon as I seen it, I knew it was a Jatari Leviathan. It is brilliant. The people who make these designs are incredible. I don't know how they could do it, because to be honest, I could look at that, someone would give me a design and say, build that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even start off of it, it's impossible. So this is amazing. It'd be really cool if somebody could actually make this. Like, I would love to see how big it would actually look like in reality, because if you don't know, with the LEGO games, basically, I think they had to do this with the LEGO movie as well, but basically what you have to do is when TT Games or TT Fusion, whoever are working on it, make, let's say like this, a Jatari Leviathan, they have to send it off to LEGO or someone else, and they have to check to see if it's physically possible to actually be able to make that in reality, which is really cool. So, yes, you would, if you had the pieces, of course, you would be able to make this giant Leviathan Jatari thing, which is awesome. I mean, seeing this in reality would be really cool. Next up here we can see Loki and a bunch of Jatari flying around the sky, and Loki looks really cool. He hasn't really had any redesign at all, but to be honest, that doesn't really matter because he looks fine. That is the actual Avengers Loki, and it is, of course, the Avengers Loki from the actual LEGO sets, so it makes sense to have this version in the game. So yeah, I'm not bothered about that. But the thing is, I would like to see different versions of Loki. Like, maybe we could have a comic book version, or maybe, just something as simple as Thor the Dark World, where he didn't have the helmet. I think it would be really cool, because it just allows you to add more costumes to characters, because I'm hoping, at least each of the core characters have at least one costume, because costumes are cool in these games, and it seems like they're definitely pushing that much further with this one in particular, which is great. So fingers crossed for more costumes. Next up here we can see Thor, the God of Thunder, and he's all around all these cars and debris and everything in the Battle of New York. Now the thing is about Thor is this is the version you play as in the Avengers storyline, and you can of course play as them in free play and free roam and all that good stuff. You can also play as Age of Ultron Thor as well, which is great, and he has a different design. But I also think that comic book Thor will be in the game as well. This isn't confirmation, this is just speculation. But, there is a LEGO set, quite a recent one as well, I think, and it's not related to the movies. And it did come with, like, a classic Thor. So, that was also in LEGO Marvel Superheroes as well. So if you're hoping for a classic Thor, you might just get it. But I hope this time he has his helmet, because, classic Thor with a helmet would be a pretty cool character to play as. Here, of course, we can see Iron Man, and he's surrounded by the Jatari, flying around, shooting everything. This is, of course, the Battle of New York, so a lot is going to get destroyed. And then we can also see that Iron Man is in his Mark 7, and I love the Mark 7. The reason I like it so much is because it's the circle. That's pretty much it. Because, the triangle is okay, but I'm not overly fond of it. I really much prefer the circle. And, when I say that, I don't hate the triangle at all. I still think it's cool, but the circle just looks better in my opinion. However, the Mark 45 I do like. I do like that one. That one is really cool. And hopefully he wears that in Civil War as well. But anyway, regarding gameplay, we didn't see anything from Iron Man at E3, which is a real shame because that was the character I wanted to see the most. However, we did get the coolest bit of information. I'm not going to tell you what that information is right now, but if you check out my video later on, the E3 2015 wrap-up video, then there's some really cool stuff that you'll definitely want to hear about because it's amazing. And last but not least, here of course we can see the Incredible Hulk. And the Incredible Hulk looks awesome. I mean, you know, I don't really have any problems with him. I would have preferred, you know, if they just chose the Avengers look and then just chose different pants. But, you know, this is still cool. This is still a very cool looking figure and I like it. And, you know, it's kind of like a classic Hulk. So, yeah, I'm not really bothered. But the cool thing is, two things to mention is, one, you will still be able to play as Age of Ultron Hulk. So if I don't like this one, or, you know, if you guys don't like this one, you don't have to play as it. Play as Age of Ultron Hulk. That will probably be the one that I'll play as the most because it just looks so cool. And I hope it has like a unique version of Bruce Banner as well that this version doesn't have. But yeah, you know, play as that one if you want to. And of course, also, we see in the trailer that thankfully Bruce Banner can still transform into the Hulk, which is awesome because it was one of the coolest features of LEGO Marvel superheroes. You know, it was really the start where they were bringing in transformations into their games, and that's been a big impact lately. Like, everyone wants transformations, including myself, in these games because it's just so cool. But in the new game, Bruce Banner will have a new transformation, not the one we saw in the trailer, a brand new one in the final product. So, you know, if you were kind of annoyed that that was exactly the same as LEGO Marvel Superheroes, don't worry, because in the final product, in the final build of the game, it'll be completely different, which is awesome. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, some cool screenshots there, definitely. You know, they don't really show much else from what I've seen at E3 in the gameplay and everything. However, they did give us a much better look at Iron Man and Hulk because, like I said, there's been no gameplay of Iron Man, which is a real shame. And there was also no gameplay of Hulk either because the new combat system in this game is amazing. And I was really hoping to see something from Hulk. But hey, you know, hopefully at the next event, they give us a great look at what Hulk and Iron Man can do in-game because it would just be really cool. I'd really like to see both those, and of course Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver and Vision as well would be really nice. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe.